Got it. So, what's up, everyone? We have Pro here, and yes, looking forward to explore all the details about Morpheus Labs with you. So, heading straight to the questions about Morpheus Labs. First one I have is what are the key features of your low-code platform that enables seamless integration between Web2 and Web3 technologies?
You can put in like you are using a Telegram API. Then you can actually put in, then you actually auto connect and automate all the tasks to allow the business flow seamlessly to complete your daily or operation tasks. So that is actually workflows core capability. Then we shift over to a front end development. Front end development, we have a web front end studio, which is actually is a great help for developers. So I think if you talk to any developer friends, their pain points actually that they are very good in developing, but they do not want to do any UI design related. So web front end is actually we have a template you can choose, and then you can actually drag and drop to customize whichever design you want. Yeah, so it's all modularized and drag and drop. Yeah, so this is a two component. So this they we believe that could actually greatly seamlessly and make it simplified for developer or businesses to integrate whichever current Web 2 component to new Web 3 component that they have. Yeah, I'll explain smart contract studio later because they will be more on smart contract side. Yeah.
Yep, sure, we can discuss that later. So, we have like the AI technology, a huge component of Morpheus Labs, right? So, what specific, no, sorry. So, how does your AI technology enhances the workflow and automation in the Web3 workflow studio, especially for non-technical users?
Okay, yes. Okay, first of all, I think AI has been formally called mass adoption more than 1 year, almost 2 years since ChatGPT. So we have been using a lot, like using AI to generate images, video, and whatsoever. And the key of AI, as like Jason Huang, CEO of NVIDIA, mentioned, the key is actually how to allow everybody to become a developer. That's actually the key. So imagine in future, even our child, even our grandparents, they can just give AI a prompter, then they can actually create any application they want. So AI in our workflow is that in the next phase, currently we are still developing, is that imagine you are a operation staff, you do not you are not very tech savvy, but you know that your company is actually receiving cryptocurrency payment. But currently, your company is actually using like a Web2 accounting software. So you can actually, this is the future stage. You can actually ask the AI or AI prompter. You can actually say, oh, I'm actually using like a whichever accounting system in Singapore use zero accounting system, and this is our wallet, and this is our customer's wallet. Can you help me create a payment alert once the customer made the payment? Then AI will actually generate a template for you to customize. So this is one thing. Other thing is actually the AI can actually analyze how our users using our workflow. From there, optimize a future template or future processes for the future new users to come on board. So similar apply to web front end. I think this is actually more most of you could connect with. It's actually about design. You can just in future stage you can actually ask AI to actually generate web front end for you. Example, a marketplace for e-commerce and a marketplace for NFT could be different or maybe a slightly different. You can also use AI to generate. And then that is actually for workflow and web front end. Yeah, our AI in our next stage planning. Mm.
Got it. So, one thing I'm curious about is, what specific use cases highlight the success of your platform, like in accelerating the Web3 adoption?
I think we launched our AI features around a few months ago, around June, July. So ever since then, we have increasing inquiry from customers. So recently we onboarded one of the like Asia Netflix. Yeah, it's actually VIU view. So we are actually helping them to develop. I mean, some of them are actually under NDA. They will slowly release, but it's actually more towards a content creator economy. So we are actually helping them to digitize content creator economy, and then how from there to enhance their business model to encourage more content creator to contribute content. That's one. We also have onboard a customer. They are actually doing traditionally they're actually doing a gold trading. So we actually help them to build initial product for blockchain tokenized gold shopping and trading platform. We are also, I think maybe some of you might also see from Twitter or X. So we are onboarding, we are onboard a customer. They are actually doing like Web3 hotel booking. So they are actually more, yeah. But our focus is actually a lot of these are actually progressing, or they have just ended their very first stage. So going forward, there will be more and more update news about this releasing from us or from customers. So, but for us, we are very focused on onboarding Web 2 customers to Web 3. Yeah. So these are some of the successful use cases. We also have an inquiry from Thailand. It's about real estate property development to tokenize one of the property in Thailand as well. Yeah. So these are the quite a common and popular customer inquiries and what they want aim to do. Mm.
Yeah, very much appreciated. So, in the very beginning of our conversation, we discussed like we'll take up the question of smart contracts later. So, my next question is about that only. In what ways does your AI powered smart contract studio like simplify the creation of deployment and smart contracts across different blockchain networks? I'd like to know about it.
Yes, so smart contract itself is the core engine of the Web3 blockchain. So in the past, anybody tried to engage internally or externally to develop blockchain, you know that how difficult and how messy it is. Even until today, if you want to engage a third party, the price or the man hour to develop same thing, but you get from different parties, it can range very big. Some might quote you $200. Some might quote you $2,000. Some might quote you maybe 3 days. Same things. Another person might quote you on the same thing, maybe three months. So it's actually very messy and fragmented, clustered industry. Segment right now. So our AI, same. You can actually look at our YouTube video. It's allow user just to key in a prompter. Example, you want to create like a RWA for hotel based on ERC, whichever. Then the AI will actually generate out customer requirement. This is the standard process of any software developer house. Software developers. So you can based on this requirement, you can edit, modify to exactly what you want as a business requirement. So after that, you can actually send in for the AI based on this requirement to code to generate coding, smart contract coding out for you. So this will be the developer versions. Developer can come in to customize, edit the code again, and then send in for AI generated test cases for tester to test the different scenario. So this is also, and again, test cases actually generated by AI. Then based on these test cases, if there's nothing for you to add on, AI can actually use these test cases to test the whole smart contract that has been generated out to find bugs. So again, the bugs can be identified by AI, and AI could automatically fix the bugs for you. Then it's a whole smooth and seamless process. After fix the bugs, you can actually send it to our partners, example Zen by In Group, to do co-audit or certification. And we will be also, just for audience knowledge, we will also be partnering one of the famous and major audit firm in next few weeks. Yeah, so we will be actually working with more and more tech partners to go to market together. So if you piece all this together, it's actually a seamless process from design to coding to testing to deployment to fixing and to ship out to coding. So in a typical or standard situation of coding a standard smart contract, likely might take you 3 to 5 days. Now it could take you maybe just 1 hour. Yeah. So you could see the how much effort has been saved. Yeah, so you as a developer, you'll be free up a lot of your time, or you as a business, you'll be save a great cost, or even you as a software developer house, your profit margin will be rocket. There'll be a bigger room for you to give your customer discount or more services. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's an amazing approach. So, yep, so far so good. I really appreciate how you explain everything in detail. So, moving ahead to the next question. How does your platform's, collaborative development environment, which we call CDE, how does it foster innovation in joint Web3 solutions with partners?
Okay. So I usually I like to explain by sharing what is happening in current environment. So I think in current environment for developers, you would be developing a component silo individually. After you can actually share with your colleague or Google share, whichever GitHub share. Then most of the time the communication or most of the time the synergy is not real time. A lot of misunderstanding could happen. So it's just similarly the concept of it is actually same. Like you use a Google document, you can actually create a news or a document together with your other colleague in other countries. So he or she will real time see what you do, or maybe he or she can see the record of what you have done. Yeah, so it's the same idea. Imagine you are developing a comprehensive Web3 solutions. You are sitting in Singapore. You have colleagues sitting in Japan, Korea, America, whichever way. So how can you actually easily manage your this solution? So this is actually our collaborative development environment to make everybody know what is going on, to reduce the any communication friction, and then people can with a different role can have a different access or different focus. You can have like a project manager looking at certain area, you can have a developer, you can have business analysts, all co-working on the same thing. So with everybody's focus and all other external noise be removed, everybody can focus on same frequency. It could make everything more efficient to create a more robust innovation or technology out of it. Yeah. So that is actually our focus of CTE. So if you look at all the technology trend, whether it's actually like Google or whether it's like Figma, eventually the technology space, you'll be a lot very focused on collaborative environment. How can a distributed team in different country efficiently work on something? So this is actually our core capability of the CTE. Yeah.
Right. So discussing all these things, I want to know about your future plans. Like, what are your plans for future development, especially for crypto use cases?
Oh, it's a very interesting one that every day my co-founders, my team actually raise different idea. I think crypto is a vibrant and very dynamic and very happening, interesting space. Yeah. So some of the potential use cases that not limited to what I'll be sharing, but there are actually some use cases. Example, uh, user could potentially create a mini app which actually help you manage your portfolio. No longer just a single token. Example, you have like five token in your portfolio, 10 token in your portfolio. Then you can actually create a mini app which has API from exchange, or even have an API from coin market cap, also API from a major news. So when you're asleep, if something happen, oh, market suddenly down 10%. So this mini app could potentially help you rebalance your portfolio. This is just one example. Yeah. Other example, the very simple one is that you could also put an alert of your favorite token, maybe our example, our token, my token. Then if you actually maybe it's actually going very well, then you set the target how to actually rebalance your portfolio, or how to alert in your mobile app, or how to alert in your Telegram group, how to alert in your email. This all can be potentially can be done. Rebalance portfolio, or maybe creating a personal alert to your own maybe your own mobile app. Yeah, it's also, or maybe your diary. Yeah, these are all the things that we can explore for crypto use cases.
Um, well, I see in the documents there's this mine token as well. So I'm curious to know, like, how does it fit into your platform's ecosystem?
Okay, my token itself is like you can take it, is a fuel in the whole platform. So it's able to for users to unlock, first of all, unlock different features. Yeah, because our over the past few years we actually built out quite a comprehensive features, like just now I briefly share, web studio, workflow, web front end. There are other features, template solution and whatsoever. So the is acts as like a fuel to unlock different things that you want to use. This is actually first, very primary usage. Second is that we, of course, we want to encourage user to stay loyal to with us, so they are able, if they have our token, they are able to access to more premium features, even participate in making more rewards or loyalty points. So this is also something. It could be what something that we are also developing is like they are able to have a first-hand access to certain premium template that may be, example, a dipping template that everybody is talking about, and we happen to have it. So then this token holder can actually have a first access to this. Yeah, there are other, sorry, a bit loud. So there are other features like you can actually be part of our ecosystem. If you love certain features, you can also vote for these features to be more to be promoted and to be more made known to audiences. And then from there, you can also have a reward generated and distributed to you. Yeah, these are the some of the usage that we are doing and we are planning.
All right, so let's talk about this mine token in detail. So, how does the mine token support the onboarding of Web2 businesses to Web3?
Okay, yes. So most of these Web2 businesses that we are onboarding or we have been discussing. So they are in business. So they are very, or most of them are actually very practical. So most of them we encourage them to use our token uh, by giving them more discount on different services that we just I previously mentioned. And also even if they are holding, or of course if they are holding on our token, we will take them as like VVVIP to even offer them exclusive onboarding support or other consultancy support. So this is actually generally this is actually most of the Web2 companies is looking at. Yeah, so it could be also like what we are discussing right now in the team or with the partners. Uh, this token for the company to hold on to, they also are able to unlock different discounts among our ecosystem partners. Example, we could have like cloud providers. So if you want to more, you want to have a more cloud discount, you have to hold on to our token. We have an API partners which is quite renowned, wanting to integrate with our platform. They are also offering different tiers of offering discount to us. So as long as you are holding on our token, you are able to unlock all these amazing benefit within our ecosystem. Yeah, just like you go to a super discount shop. So you have the VIP. You're the first one to unlock everything for yourself. Even if you want, you can potentially maybe you can resell to your friend. Maybe yeah.
Got it. So the next question I have for you, I think we pretty much have been discussing it right now, but let's look into it in detail. So it's pretty much the most important one among all. So, are there any incentives or rewards for holders of Mine token?
Yes, this is a key thing and very priority to us. Yeah. So there are quite a few initiatives happening among I mean behind the scene within the team. So we aside just now what I have shared, tokens are able to holders are able to unlock different in-platform benefit and unlock resellers, our ecosystem resellers discount benefit. We are actually in plan to this is actually initiated by one of our partners, or actually quite a few of our partners, to have something like a launchpad or Kickstarter launchpad to help uh, projects that is planning to launch token. Yeah, so they could actually our token user can actually have early access to private or pre-sales of this project that is going to collaborate with us. Yeah, so this is actually more towards the token and crypto side benefit. So of course that they can also our token holder can also vote for certain features on this launchpad that we're going to launch. So just take it as this is actually more of market demand right now from our customers because we have been helping not only enterprise but we have been helping like startup and SME to Web 2 to go into Web 3. So like re-emphasize, quite many of them actually wanting us to help them to connect to Web 3. And one of the steps is actually if they have planned to launch token, how can they reach out to first initial token focused community. So there's this launch pad which potentially that we are planning. This customer after they complete initial development with us, after they are going to issue token, they can actually list their project detail over here for our community to early access to examine is it interesting to community and then to have our community early access of the pre-sales discount. Yeah. Mm. So these are some of the, and then of course the token holder can vote in future what other features they want to add into this launchpad.
Yes, appreciated. And this accountability thing that holders can vote is something I personally look in a project. So yeah, very much appreciated. Um, Next one I have is like, what awards and recognition has your platform received for its role in advancing Web3 technologies?
Okay, I think for myself, because I take the lead of in doing business development, presenting to investor and pitching and presenting in public. So I think most of or maybe the most of our existing or community they would know that end of last year we won a very prestige award. It's called Jumpstarter by Alibaba and HSBC. So I think among globally a few thousand, we are the only winner under Web 3 category. So and for me, one of my tasks to spread our brand or to our name to wider audience is usually this is actually one award. Yeah, so I'm actually regularly attending to and pitch, join in different competition to pitch. Yeah, yeah. So I think well, I just I just finished another competition which actually by by a China government. Yeah, it's about Internet 3.0. Yeah, so we went into semi-final. So I'm not too sure about next stage. Yeah, so other award recognition is that of course we are first batch of winner for Huawei Spark Global. Yeah, so there's also another one. So going forward, I'll be doing more regular pitching to different competition. So definitely there will be more recognition globally coming up. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. I really love your competitive spirit. And yes, you have a long way to go. So, yep. Uh, Next one is also an interesting one. So, how does your platform address the challenges of NFT enabled solutions, particularly in combining NFTs with the IoT technology?
Yes. So this is an example of classic typical use cases of NFT Web3 combining integrating with Web2 IoT technology. So and this is how we think mass adoption should and would happen by integrating. So like I mentioned that for our workflow, or even for our smart contract studio, we have different, and we are curating more and more different customizable template, which currently we see quite a big portion is actually NFT focused. It could be like NFT enabled marketplace with a frictionized investment, or it could be like NFT enabled IoT. Yeah. So this templates is able to simplify uh, development and implementation of, and also integration of IoT data with NFT. So I mean, summarize it is that uh, we allow company to create digital twins of the physical asset on blockchain record. Such example that whenever the IoT sensors, it can actually sense certain things happening. Example, water leakage, or example maybe carbon emission. So once it sensor this, it capture the data, and real time, it can actually link to the NFT based data asset, capture all the data. So as we know that blockchain is traceable, transparent, and secure and storage. So it proves that this data, which is linked to ESG or maybe green initiative, so this data is actually for real. Because I mean, for us, we believe that we see globally a lot of these government putting a lot of effort on cutting off carbon trading. That is good, but eventually it's actually it's $1 trillion worth of industry. But the most important is how can this data be audited? Is it real? Yeah, I mean, if it's a lot of money, definitely there will be some funny things happen. So, so the data need to be real is very important. So, and real is one thing. How can you make it real time, capture the real data? So there's a combination of this. So just now I mentioned is our smart contract template is ready for customize, curating different version for you to choose and pick whichever meets your ESG initiative. So that's a smart contract. Then the most important one is like just I mentioned, integrating between Web 2 and Web 3. So that's where it comes our workflow. Yeah, you can actually you can actually have your existing IoT system monitoring all the data. So it's running. It could be running at your customers' existing premises. Yeah, running there. Then when they develop a Web3 component using our platform, this Web3 component can run in our platform, which capturing, receiving all the data and making it into NFT. Yeah, so this is our workflow, automate all the, I would say, a business process flow. Yeah, so receiving the data, making it into NFT, become a secure recorded data, then storage and store somewhere for future usage. So this is actually how this IoT technology combining Web3 NFT can happen. So of course, then currently our platform is actually EVM compatible. So Ethereum, Polygon, yeah. So it makes our platform more robust, can offer more different type of this capability. And on top of that, we do receive many inquiry from non-EVM based. Yeah. So we do have our filtering process which to pick. Because unlike many years ago, we would go all out to partner with different big name. I think right now we are very focused on uh, filter out whichever is what really Web2 business wants, then we'll choose from there to integrate. So in future, yes, you might see other than EVM based, we would have more other options. Yeah.
Yes, thank you for the detailed answer. And the next question I have is going to be really important for all the people who are just starting in this field. So, heads up, everyone who are just starting. So, how is your platform shaping the future of Web3 learning? Web3 education, like what tools are available for individuals who are learning the decentralized technology?
Okay. Mm, Education wise, I think same. The first of all, for us to enhance Web3 education is to have a very clear path to walk out a current jungle, a very clustered and messy jungle. If you really look at the current situation of Web3, there are hundreds and hundreds of L1 and L2. There are thousands of, like, example, it could be hundred or thousand of wallet. All the tools are very scattered, fragmented, and clustered. Imagine you're a new learner, you come into this space. I think, although you have interest, but you open out this one, you'll be shocked. It's totally so messy. You got lost. Sooner or later, your interest will be diminished. You just lose. And honestly, this is what is happening in a lot of these Web2 giant innovation lab. They have the innovation department or new product department. These person are experts in Web2. They wanting to learn how to adopt Web3. Now, to bear in mind, this person have had more than 10 years experience in Web2, developing Java, PHP, whatsoever. But what practically happened is they come to Web3. They all got lost. Documentation is poorly done. Uh, Tools are too many. I mean, if example you want to, if you have only maybe 3 or 5 choices, it's very easy for any of us to make choice. Example, you want to have a lunch, you only have 3 choices, very easy to make. But now you go out, there are hundreds of choices. Yeah, even if you go to Netflix, wow, so many channels. How should I? You get confused. So this is practically what is happening right now. So for us, that is the key of our platform as well. We want to use AI to also to identify what could be possibly your interest that match your business model, so you don't have to fumble through this very headache, massive, overloaded information to pick up. Perhaps because when you register, we know that you are doing supply chain, and your role is like business analysis. Then our AI, our support system can, this could be the potential chain you need. You don't have to fumble through few hundred. Yeah, before you immediately you want to switch off your computer, and then from there, the drag and drop functions also to lessen the inexperienced developers. To So I'm trying to make it a clearer way to explain, because like we went through Web 1, Web 2, now Web 3. If you examine Web 1, Web 2, the different technology stack and component in Web 1 is very less. Just maybe a HTML and a few things. In Web 2, e-commerce, it become a lot of work, payment gateway, security, whatsoever. In Web 3, it's so crazy, a lot of the complication. So that's what we want to do, to allow a simplified way for people to pick up what they should pick up, and then focus on their core capability. If you're business analysis, you pick up your core capability using our platform, drag and drop. If you're a technology developer, yeah, you can actually take over the next step to customize. Yeah, so with all this AI supported, identify what is the next thing you want, what should you choose or what should you look at. Then we promote, or we actually show the relevant things to you. So this one could really help a lot on shorten the learning curve for new users. Now, of course, then one of our other focus is actually also to offer library of tutorials designed for user to quickly pick up how to use our platform. Yeah, and at the same time, we are there are a lot of things actually happening every day. We're like a 7-Eleven working every day. Yeah, so we also have been approached by different education or private schools to see how we can actually provide our platform for their students, because it's very easy when you look at what we do. Immediately, a lot of people would think that, this thing is actually very suitable for my student, my fresh grad, or maybe for my new employee. It's very easy to use. So this is the most of focus that we are aiming now, to ensure that most of new user, especially new user, they are able to not be distracted by overloaded information or tools, but have their focus in and step by step guided by our platform and our AI features to go into whichever their focus is. Yeah.
Okay, well, I personally appreciate the dedication and the pace you guys are working with. Um, okay, so what are the next steps for someone interested in becoming a partner or integrating your platform into the business solutions? How can they get started?
Actually, every day I receive all my co-founder, even my teammates receiving a lot of linking message from like I mentioned from wallet, from L1, L2, from API, from RPC, a lot of them. Yeah, so I think they definitely can reach out to us via LinkedIn or Telegram. But for us, we do really receive too much overloaded requests. For ourselves, we want to promote genuine use cases. So we will have our internal filter. We definitely need to check: do they have a strong technology? Do they have a strong documentation? Is there any need from our customers? Yeah. So there are certain compliance steps that we learn from our enterprise customer that we would likely use to do some initial filter. But they definitely can reach out to us via LinkedIn. Yeah.
Yeah, heads up everyone. Whoever wants to get in touch, reach out to the Morpheus Labs telegrams, reach out to the LinkedIn. That's how you get started. Okay, so what are your plans for Mind Token in terms of upcoming use cases or integrations?
Okay, because we already go to market, so we want to heavily promote our platform and also usage of a token. One of the very immediate that we hope to launch soon is to engage and let our community to be more involved in promoting our product. Example, like just now I have a share, they see certain feature that they love, they can actually devoted as a to vote. They want to promote these features, and if this feature is actually well received and generate a certain revenue, we could have an incentive distributed out from here to have a very ecosystem like benefit, yeah, for anybody hold on to it and anybody token holder who vote for certain features. And of course, we would also based on this their token weightage. There could be a different weightage of their voting, or then maybe a bigger token holder, they could have a bigger say, oh, I love this one, this feature or this template, or so I want to promote it, so I have a bigger ranking weightage. Or they can also vote for, I see potentially I want these use cases, so could the team actually help to source or develop certain templates? Yeah, so this could also be it as well.
Yep, absolutely looking forward to these things. Okay, so yep, so far so good. Thank you for explaining all the things in very easy language and detailed. I have a couple more questions for you, which are asked by our community. Um, Okay, so first one from the community is, what strategies will Morpheus Labs take to drive Web3 adoption in rural communities? Like, what are uh, the long term sustainable value drivers? Okay, that's like a different question. Let's first take this one. What strategies will Morpheus Labs take to drive Web3 adoption in rural communities?
Okay, rural communities. I think that is actually very important and very great. It's actually a great question. So we see Web3 after, I think this is actually a third cycle of bull or bear market. We see that actually more and more real adoption, Web2 adoption is coming. But for especially new opportunity in rural area. So this could be something we can consider in our roadmap. But I have to own up. Currently, we have not planned on this area yet. I'll definitely actually check with my team, see how we can actually support that. Yeah.
Well, actually, there's so much room for people who are pro, like rural communities is a thing for very later future. So I appreciate your honesty on that. Okay, next one is, what are the long term sustainable Value drivers for Mind Token.
Okay. Uh, it's related to just how I started my sharing. We need to look at this as a whole ecosystem. In the past few years, everybody's only talking about payment, settlement, digitized. So not many people talking about implementation, business model, how a business can actually implement it. This is very common, very common. If you look at the e-commerce, how e-commerce started, the first step is also about PayPal. We need to solve the payment gateway first. But after this very first stage, how anybody can receive, anybody can pay, this is done. This is how business can flourish, can go robust. You think about it. If you cannot even settle how to make payment, how to receive payment, we don't talk about how to do business. We don't talk about how economy can grow. So this is very normal. However, this step is only initial minor step. The rest of 90% of e-commerce grow is all based on the Shopify, all these low code development enable business to implement very fast. So same thing. This is actually happening in Web3. The utility, this is linked to our utility. The next few years, we see that especially Bridge has the recent news of Bridge has been acquired. That actually shows that it has payment gateway. Web3 has matured. Yeah. So the next step will replicate what has happened in e-commerce. There will be more and more businesses want to implement Web3. So our utility come in, bundle together when the demand of implementation grow. Yeah. So you just look at it. The very first step is that you need to become our user, our member. Then you hold on to X amount of token, and then now you feel that I want to every time I want to have a VIP treatment, whether I mention reseller fee or whatever, then I have to hold more. Then after you implement your solution, you want to contribute back to our ecosystem. I've developed a template. I want to contribute back to that. I need to hold on more tokens so that I can actually have more decision on this template, or maybe I can have a more voting to my friends. So this will be the whole ecosystem that we are planning and pushing out. You'll be all revolving in from entry to allowing our different features to be picked up, to be adopted, to be shared, to be promoted. And then how we can actually encourage you have done completed a template solution, contribute back to our ecosystem while you still holding exclusive amount of token, so you have more influential power to even to resell your template, to even to promote your own businesses. Yeah, so this is actually the plan that we have. On top of that, we would also encourage sooner or later, potentially, of course, there are a few more steps to overcome, our technology partners to see how they can actually have a privilege or priority to get integrated with our platform by in different way to access to our token, so they could have a different priority to get integrated. Yeah. So of course, I incentivize community engagement, governance on the top participating, and loyalty reward. These are all the standard, I would say, a healthy business ecosystem to embed it in our token utility.
Noted. So, just a reminder, we have two more questions left, and we have 8 minutes left for this call. Either we can sum it up in 8 minutes, or we can rejoin this, no problem. So, I just wanted to remind you. Okay, so the second last question is here. What are the we will talk about the short term goals. What are the most important and immediate goals for Mind or Morpheus Labs in Q4 2024, like with the top key performance matrix?
Okay. Top performance metric, we are fully go to market right now. So we are definitely working day and night to onboard more Web2 companies. So especially we are a bit fussy. Yeah, we are trying to onboard the real use cases. Example, how a content provider can create something, how a trading or maybe a financial institute can create something. Yeah. So the first of all, I say on board real Web 2 customer onto Web 3. That is something that we are doing. Second of all is also to increase the utility, like just I mentioned, because of there are actually the real demand and real request of smaller company or startup request us to help them to launch token. After that, how to make them connect to the community. So we are also uh, aiming to in hope to push out our Kickstarter launchpad to help this project connect issue token and to have a private sales. Um, Hopefully, I think in should be in this quarter Q4 as well. On top of that is also to expand different usage of a staking program. Like just I mentioned, you can actually you love certain component or features of our platform, you could stake on it. Then if these features has been very well received and generate certain revenue, then you are the contributor. You could actually have a benefit incentive be distributed to you. So we are also thinking not only simple staking, how can this staking relate to promoting our features and business and referrals? Yeah. So these are the key metrics that we already plan and we are in progress of delivering. Just that we do have a lot of things on hand, so we definitely are fighting to digest as much as possible.
Yeah, appreciated. So the last question I have is pretty much an extension of the previous one. So what key milestones and future development team is most excited about? How do you plan to stay ahead of the curve in the rapidly evolving tech landscape?
Yes. Okay, so we believe that in next 3 years, more fund, more investment, more focus will be shift onto implementation platform like us because it happened in Web 1 and Web 2, so this will happen. So we do have maybe a period of time to secure our moat, our defense moat. Yeah. So how are we going to do that? Because hopefully it's not you won't be copied by somebody. Yeah, yeah. So. Uh, our platform itself is actually designed as an open frame, open design. It means that we welcome, I think a lot of people see, we welcome all the tech partners to integrate with us. So these tech partners can be from different spectrum, yeah, from cloud, from RPC, from API, from Node, from whichever. So if you see, these partners they could be focused on FI, supply chain, different segment. So when they integrate with us, we will become accumulatively cover wider and wider spectrum of customers. So we hope and our vision is become like a platform that gather massive components of Web3 implementation tools and templates. So as people say, Facebook is doesn't own content creator, but it's actually a biggest content creator. APF doesn't own any cars. I mean, we will be a platform. We own massive a lot of these curated solutions, which is guided by AI to direct all the users correctly, accurately to whichever pathway you want to do. Yeah. So that's actually something what.
Noted. Okay, well, that's all I have to ask you today, and it was such an insightful conversation. Before we conclude the session, would you like to share any other message to our community?
Yes, I think. I mean, for those who has been following us, supporting us, definitely we know and we really appreciate your support. We know the importance of two things: uh, Web3 adoption and also our token usage. So we even for all the co-founders, even all the team. I mean, at midnight we are still talking to one another or even to customers. Yeah. So just that we have to digest one by one. But to us, our in make Web3 make everybody very easily able to launch Web3 application is in our blood. MID, our token, my token MIND, is in our DNA. So we only have these two focus. Yeah, just that. Yeah, we are a team of 13 to 14 people. So we have partnership, we have business, we have marketing, we have tech product. So if you look at what has been happening in the market right now, I think we are the first one who launch Web3 AI implementation in the market. We do know that actually potential competitors, they already spent 7 million, 10 million USD. They are still not able to launch, but we actually launched faster, and we already gather partnership and paying customer is coming. So all these one is actually coming in place. Just that we do have to digest things, and we will try to make it faster.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much, P Hang, if I'm not pronouncing it
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah, yes,
Okay.
correct.
So thank you so much for joining us today and providing such insightful answers. And it's absolutely clear that Morpheus Labs has an exciting journey ahead. I personally very much appreciate the problem that you guys are solving, and we're thrilled to have had the opportunity to learn more about it. Thank you to everyone who tuned in and participated. Stay tuned for more exciting updates from Morpheus Labs and Crypto Whales. Until next time, take care and keep exploring the world of crypto. Bye bye,
Thank
everyone.
you.
It's a sign.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.